Hello Pisces, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they are feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been already in a relationship, could be a situationship, could be simply that you have exchanged glances and you know there's something special there, but no one's really speaking up. Also, for those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I actually do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self, so I do not channel through spirit guides. I never have. Also, at the end of this reading, I will be channeling Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel to provide you with some clarity, some advice on this situation. Wow, we have love. This is a very, very intense reading, Pisces. What's going on? My goodness. You have quite a few cards here that are very, very strong. This is what your person of interest is feeling, but because of the type of intensity in these cards, Pisces, you can also be feeling this as well. We have here, first card's the strongest, we have crisis, followed by doubt. Then we have anger and rage, laughter, responsibility, love, grief, synthesis, and then we have energy under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. Keep in mind, this is a general love reading, so it's not going to resonate for everybody out there. My dear Pisces, the connection that I have with you has become very strong, but right now I am very overwhelmed by certain things that have happened, certain things that I've done that you've done. There's a sense of mental anguish, frustration, and impatience. Feeling so overwhelmed that I need time to sort out my emotions. My emotions need to be sorted out. Otherwise, I won't be able to move on in any way and make any type of decision. My mind is a mess. There's a whole lot of confusion. Right now I feel doubt. Doubt that this connection might even work out. There is a lack of truth. A lack of a familiar bond. Sanctity. There is this feeling that I have where no matter what I do, no matter how hard I try, because I'm so overwhelmed, things might just not turn out the way that I have planned or thought. For that reason, I grow weary and I grow angry. I am angry. There's a sense of anger and rage. But am I angry at you? No. I'm angry at myself. I'm angry at the situation. The fact that I'm so overwhelmed that I can't even think straight. I'm also upset and annoyed at the fact that I might lose my best friend forever. I consider you someone who is my confidant, someone who's a friend, someone who I can rely on, someone who I can trust. You are that one person that makes me laugh. You know what makes me tick. You know what makes my heart happy. I also feel that in this connection, I need to put my foot down and finally take a stand and do the right thing. It appears that I have not. I should have. I want to take responsibility for the things that I've said and done, and even for the things that I never said that I should have, for the things that I never did that I should have done. There was a sense of burdens, many burdens that I had on my shoulders. Before I didn't want to take on those burdens, but now I do. Right now, there is a sense of love that I have for you in my heart. The sense of unconditional love that is so true, that is so pure. It's divine and it's loving. I realize that certain things that have happened between you and I realize now things could have been better. But things didn't turn out the way that we had planned. The way I had planned. And now I doubt that maybe you don't love me at all. Maybe you don't care. The fact is that I do. This love that I have for you it's pure, it's true, it's unconditional, it is sacred, it's a different kind of love. Right now, there's not a whole lot of lust. There used to be, and there could be. But my focus right now is just on knowing that I do love you. There is love in this connection. A bond that I just can't explain that feels unconditional in nature. And I grieve. What has happened between us, I feel grief. I feel sad. I feel upset. Certain things have happened between us, and it has ruined a lot. So many things I have said, I have done, that I feel regret for doing those things. I feel this feeling of regret and remorse, feeling guilty, sadness and melancholy, because of what I have said, what I have done, the way I behaved. Sometimes I've been very picky, picking at the wrong things. There used to be peace and harmony a long time ago. I want to restore that peace and harmony. I want to talk about certain things that have happened in my life that I've been hiding. I want to talk to you about them. These secrets that I hide, they are hidden deep in this thick, dark forest, within the shadows. These shadows only make things stronger and allow me to hide my true self. But I no longer want to do that. Overall, I feel that in this connection you have this ability of bringing all of my chakra centers to life. One at a time, you have this ability of making me feel alive. It is a wonderful feeling. being in this cosmic egg, but also feeling that somehow you and I are connected spiritually. All right, Pisces. So, quite a few things happening here now. We have the crisis card, we have doubt, we have anger and rage, and we have grief. These cards are very dark. This is your person of interest, but some of you may also be feeling the same way. You may feel grief, maybe guilty, maybe remorse, regret, sadness, melancholy. You may feel angry. There may be some rage, annoyance, irritation. And some of you just may feel very overwhelmed. This connection I'm seeing is also a spiritually based connection. And because of this, the both of you could definitely be mirroring each other too. That is very common. All right, I have here, I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. And here I look into the reasons why this connection went downhill in the first place. Why didn't it start off better? Why did it fade away? You have your fortune, you have power. The problem with these two cards, there's a problem. Upright, they're really good. Reversed, they are very strong meanings and they're not good. But I'm reading them so that you guys know what's going on. Some of you may have been ghosted by this person. You may have never been given a reason. This person might have just left, didn't really talk to you, didn't really communicate. And you truly may be wondering what happened. Like a leaf in the wind. Lost. Unaware. So here I'm going to be reading the reverse. And these are certain things that may have happened that caused this problem. I'm getting the word disintegrate. Okay? Just take it as it comes. I'm getting the word disintegrate, disintegrated. All right. We have here the Power card. Now I'm reading the reverse. This talks about a lack of leadership. Yourself or this person was feeling a lack of being a leader. They were not a leader anymore. They were not feeling very responsible. They did not have a lot of authority. Now, really interesting, you have the word responsibility. Remember, you just had the responsibility on the side too. So back then, this is the past. Back then, this person was not feeling responsible. They were irresponsible. But now, the card that you had, responsibility, they do want to make that change, so that's a good thing. A lack of authority. They lost all type of confidence. Here, the card talks about the ability to use power wisely. Meeting an authority figure or teacher who can help. The ability to lead and inspire was once something that did happen. But here now this person feels, and this is the reason why Pisces think could not go further in this connection. It talks about being oppressed by another's power and authority. Wow, being oppressed by another's power and authority. This person was under someone's thumb. They're under someone's rule. Could be parents, could be a spouse, could be a partner, could be anybody. Could be a boss. They feel restricted. They don't have the authority. They don't have that sense of leadership. They don't have the confidence to talk back, to rise up. They don't have that. Why? Because they are being subjugated. Somebody is above them. Sometimes it's the circumstances. You cannot change the circumstances. Depends on the circumstances. Somebody may be living at home with their parents. They just can't pay rent. They lost their job. They move back in. They cannot go against certain things that the parents may go against. Like the parents may have restrictions, right? If you work for an organization, maybe you are not allowed to be dating within the organization, or somebody who is of the rival company, for example. Certain things like that. So this could also sometimes have had a lot of people from the military, and they say that their issue is that one person may be all the way on one side of the state or the nation that they're in. On the other side, the other person lives that they love, but they cannot get a transfer. So it's the power of an authority, organization, or a person that prevents the both of you from coming together. So here we have oppressed by another's power and authority, feeling a sense of insecurity, and then also being passive aggressive. Someone using their power to manipulate others for personal gain. So your person of interest, you may not see it this way, but for the majority of you, your person of interest was being manipulated by the people or organization that was in authority. Here we also have fortune. So before I go to fortune, so this is the reason why, guys, this person did not have the freedom. They did not have that power. They were powerless because somebody else had power. So you may wonder, why did this person leave me? Why did they not contact me? Why did they stop? Why did it decrease? It's because there's somebody else in the picture here. Either a person or an organization. Here we have fortune. This talks about not wanting to take a chance anymore, not believing in fate, fearing expansion, and not even feeling the sense of prosperity in the connection anymore. Here it talks about uncomfortable feelings or disappointing experiences with chance that this person had. They were feeling ignored by fortune, fate, and destiny, and wondering, when will it be my turn? So they thought, and they have felt, that the universe has turned its back on them. That the universe doesn't have their back. Whatever they ever wanted did not turn out their way. Whatever they desired, they didn't get what they wanted. And that turned out to be a pretty big problem. The reason why it appears now it's a problem, it's because the timing here also talks about being very inconvenient. The timing could have been at a certain point in time, but it happened at a particular time when either in your life or their life, somebody was so busy or somebody's circumstances were so complicated that you could just not be together. For a third-party situation, for example, two people might be married here, two people might be together, and we have a third person that wants to be with this person. But the problem is, this person's married, they're attached to somebody. Then they wonder, why did the universe introduce this person to me now? Why not 10 years ago? Why not far into the future? So there is a sense here where this person feels truly, they feel powerless, and they feel that the universe is out to get them. When you have a person like this, guys, they inherently are very sad and depressed. There's various levels of depression. And when I mean sad, I'm not saying that I feel pity on them. That's not that type of slang that I'm talking. I'm saying that they're feeling sad. They're upset about the situation because they have no control over it. This is also why they feel very overwhelmed. You have the crisis card in the beginning, right? They're feeling overwhelmed because they love you. And if they love you, they can't have you because of certain things that have happened. It is going to literally just overflow. It's going to become a crisis for them. So I would say for some of you, if you think that this person deliberately pushed you aside, for the majority of you, just remember this card, the power card. Somebody else has power over your person of interest and the situation. And fortune, fate, destiny has not been in this person's favor. That's what they feel. However, typically, fortune, fate, and destiny, provided there are no negative energies, it works out in the person's interest in the far future. Sometimes we realize it didn't work out with this person because we were supposed to meet an even better person, provided there's no negative energies that ruin your life's path. Typically, that's the case. Here we have a situation now where this person is finding it difficult to move on, and they also don't have the ability to move on in this connection with you. Oh, so let me know. Is it family? People that are jealous? Somebody who's controlling your person of interest? All right, let's have a look at the Beginner's Tarot. Wow, we have not seen this card in a while. The Star card, beautiful, gorgeous. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have here the hot Queen of Wands. The High Priestess. Ten of Pentacles. Very nice cards. So, first card, the strongest. Your person of interest does feel that fate and destiny is working out in your favor. Here you'll see this lady. I believe this cards were associated to Virgo. Don't quote me on that. I just know how to interpret these cards in terms of feelings and emotions. Fate and destiny. So here we have a lady. She has these two jugs, right? One jug is being poured and it's created a pond. This is your life. This is you right here. She's also pouring another jug. This is your person of interest. There's little streams that go off somewhere else. But what happens back at some point in time in the future, not back, but in the future, this giant pond is still going to be here. And it's this little stream that's going to end up with this pond. That means that fate and destiny someday, some way will bring you together again. That is definitely written. It's supposed to be this way. If it doesn't happen, most likely it's because of certain types of energies that are around you that are not allowing you to be together. This card, the Star card, talks about how this person feels you are just the best. You are famous. You are talented. You're the best at what you do. You are like the brightest sun for them. This is the star, right? The star is the sun. They love you. They feel that you're just an amazing human being and they look up to you. We also have here the Three of Pentacles. Some of you might be in a third-party situation where it comes to... why am I speaking so differently? Not where it comes to. Where the both of you have been in a work situation or work environment. It could be just some type of a club or association. You guys know each other. And if this is the case, then this just indicates that this person is falling in love with you. That is something that's very common, but I didn't even have to tell you that. You already had the love card before. This does indicate that, in any case, this person knows and they're aware that there's other people in this situation. And by hook or by crook, somehow they want to manifest and construct this relationship with you, even if other people are aware of it. The problem is they're trying to be bold, they're trying to be loud, but it is not safe and it is not healthy for the both of you. That is one of the issues here. We also have here the Queen of Wands. With the Queen of Wands, there's a realization that this person finds you to be utterly irresistible, absolutely sexy, absolutely gorgeous. You are somebody who's very highly intuitive. This person feels that you are. And then we also have here the High Priestess. They know that you know certain things about this connection, certain things about the future, they feel. But they also know that you're not accepting it, that you're not talking about it, that you're keeping it quiet. For this reason, for some of you, this person might be mirroring and doing the same thing. If it's not you, it's them. These cards can also indicate you or the other person. What they're doing right now too, you may want to talk to them, but they're keeping very quiet. You may hope and wish that this connection goes further, and they know where it's going, but they're hiding it. One of the reasons why they're hiding this, it's a secret for them. On a spiritual level, they keep this a secret. They don't want to expose or talk about this to anybody. They don't want to create a problem. But deep in their heart, do they love you? Yes, they do. The overall arching theme we have here is the 10 of Pentacles. Beautiful card. This talks about knowing that there can be and there will be a future where there can be a beautiful home, beautiful family. Everything is provided. There is this understanding that exists between the both of you that there could be a future we could work on together. We could be a power couple. This is the ultimate goal that this person thinks and feels. It's not about money. For some of you it might be. But for this person, they just want to have this settled kind of life with you. They just want to settle down, have a family, have a wonderful time with you. Just earn money, have a sense of material security. But it's not for absolute selfish reasons. I don't see that here, at least with this card. The star card's very selfless. It's a whole lot of love being sent from one person to the other. With this card, it could be a third-party situation, somebody you might have met at work, some type of association, that someone here started to fall in love with. So that's perfectly normal, perfectly fine. If it's not the case, and some of you here are your person of interest is wanting to manifest the situation and create something better out of what you already have. Do I see them taking any action? I see them hoping and praying and wishing for this on a spiritual level. The only action I actually do see here is the 3 of Pentacles, where they may approach you or they may approach somebody that you know. They may want to try to partner with you, maybe put you in a contract. I've had a lot of clients that have done that. They've met their person of interest. Either they become the contractor or the person of interest becomes a contractor. Somebody here is working on a project. It's very common that I've seen this. So sometimes just to have that excuse to, let's be together, right? Some people create certain types of projects and they're like, oh, can you be my consultant? I've seen that a lot. It happens a lot. But remember, don't force anything. Don't force a situation, because you need to understand also, when you're creating that type of an environment where it is a professional environment and the other person is under that impression that this is supposed to be professional, they will not risk doing anything beyond that. They're not going to get romantic. They're not going to be romantic with you. You have to be very careful when you think about that. A lot of people get into these type of situations thinking maybe something will happen, but there's a 50-50 chance that it might, simply because your person of interest might be scared, maybe of harassment. Maybe they're scared that you'll take it the wrong way. Maybe they don't know how you feel about them. And sometimes if you do tell them, they do become very awkward. Once people become awkward, guys, you should know that, you know what? You're not resonating on the same frequency. Your feelings are not vibing with their feelings. At that point, it's best to just kind of keep your distance, start pulling back. My recommendation here would be don't force any type of situation. Let this happen organically. I see a lot of introspection here with this person, Pisces. But definitely there is this beautiful intention with the star card this approach with the Three of Pentacles, wanting to build something. And we have here the Ten of Pentacles, which talks about the intention of wanting to have a better future, wanting to have stability, settling down. The intentions here are all good, Pisces. So this person does seem to be in that mindset. Eventually in the future, I do see them working towards it. But remember, there is right now a whole lot of restrictions. There's something that this person is going through where they just don't feel like they have the power that is needed. They feel powerless. All right, we have here the cards. These are Archangel answer cards. I'm just going to do a quick prayer. All right. Okay. First card's the strongest. We have here helpful people. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. Oh, huge message. Helpful people, unlikely. Listen to your intuition. You are ready. Remain positive. The situation will improve. Meditation brings answers. And then we also have here, under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, communicate clearly. So we have here, helpful people, unlikely. How many of you have actually talked to somebody and then realized that they stabbed you in the back? How many of you probably don't even know that? A lot of people don't. Sometimes we just can't tell. So be careful who you confide in, Pisces. Not everybody that you think is helpful, they truly don't have your best interest in mind. Okay? Be careful who you trust. Definitely find those people that you could trust, you could talk to, no problem. Keep that network open. But don't talk to those people that you have a funny feeling about, that instinct. Why? Listen to your intuition. Your intuition is your soul speaking to your spirit, which animates your body. Your soul is much more older and wiser. It's been there, done that over hundreds of years, thousands of years. It's been incarnated, reincarnated. So when it has an instinct, it has a hunch. There's a reason why that hunch exists. Because it's been there, done that, felt that feeling before. That's why I don't have a good feeling about this person. I don't have a good feeling about this place. We feel that. That comes from the soul, knowing that. It's a knowingness that exists on a subconscious level. We can't put our finger on it, but it exists. That's a whole different story, how that exists. So, do pay attention to your inner self. Listen to yourself. They are saying here, you are ready, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. They're also advising you to remain positive. Remaining positive is very important because the more positive you are, the more positive energy you will attract. The situation will improve. And meditation will bring answers. Here we have meditation. Some of you may want to meditate on the divine. Some of you may want to simply pray. Meditation could be 21 minutes. If you do not have more time, 21 is good enough. That's what my angel guide, Angel Fakiel, has told me. And a prayer, 2 to 3 minutes, as long as you actually mean it. So really do mean it. Here we also have the overall arching theme, communicate clearly. I'm getting the word misunderstood. Somebody here feels misunderstood, and there has been a lack of clarity and a lack of communication. It's not working out the way one of you or maybe both of you had thought. It's really sad. It's really upsetting. It truly shouldn't be like that, but stuff happens, right, guys? Stuff happens. Certain circumstances may occur. There may be misunderstandings. Somebody may be misunderstood. So remember to keep your communication very clear. Be very open, very honest. Keep your communication maximum to 4 points. I've mentioned this before. 4 points, meaning make sure that you memorize the things you want to tell this person. You might just get one chance. Don't overwhelm them with too much information. They get lost in the details. Too much details, too much words. Too many words lose people. They lose the meaning of it. What was the meaning of this entire page? They may think it's point number 1. Meanwhile, you're talking about point number 3, right? Let's not do that. So be very clear, concise when it comes to communication. Definitely be very positive, be very gentle. Be the type of person that this person can approach. Don't be sour, right? You can attract more flies, they say, with honey, isn't it? Rather than with vinegar. So, give that a try, guys. If you want, go ahead. If you don't want, you do have a choice. Here I wanted to mention that Remain Positive card. I do have a package that's a self-help guide. Many of you know it already. It's called a Holy Light package. And that is a guide that I've created to teach you how to get rid of negative energies from your home, around your aura, and inside of your body, which is your chakra centers. Your chakra centers are associated to your bodily functions. In addition to that, there's another one that I have that goes very well with it, which is called a Water Wellness Package. That is the one that actually teaches you how to create holy water. There's various ways of creating it. My method is slightly different, but it works. And by doing that, there's a lot of stuff that you can achieve by at least getting rid of the negative energies. Therefore, you have the space for positive energy to stay as long as you get rid of the negative energies. Negative energies are all around us. One day, hopefully soon, I have been working on one of my videos for a very long time. And fingers crossed, it'll be done maybe within the next few weeks or so. I've been saying that for a long time, but this time I promised within the next couple weeks or so. I'm halfway done editing and all that kind of stuff. So it is taking me longer because it is kind of a lengthy video, I realized. And I want it obviously to be just perfect for you guys when I publish it on my other channel. That's my other channel for some of you that are new. It's Asnointia Audio. And that is on YouTube. There you can see videos that I have on relationships as well as spiritual connections. And that's your reading, Pisces. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situation. Do let me know in the comments below. All right then. I'll see you guys again. Bye now.